Hey everybody, happy Saturday. This is your girl Crystal Jordan, and with a very special edition of Let's Get Crystal Clear. I'm excited tonight because it's Saturday night. We are doing something that is safe. We're inside. Going to celebrate love and marriage, two of my favorite things. One of the reasons that I love talking about relationships so much is because I really am a huge fan and believer in love. And so tonight's story is all about love and how it is real. I want you guys to help me welcome one of my favorite couples, Courtney and Terrence. Courtney, you'll remember from Ready to Love on the first season. She did not find love on the show, but we know love always wins if you believe. And so she is here with her new husband, Terrence. And so we're going to welcome Courtney and Terrence. There's Terrence. There's the groom. And we're also going to Courtney.
Hey, Chris.
So, guys, we're going to go ahead and put on in the stream the Say Yes to the Dress so we can kind of all watch this together. Okay. It looks like we've got to move it a little bit more into screen. Now, Terrence, are we seeing Courtney being fitted for her gown right now?
She is, but
no, that's
not Courtney.
That's not Courtney. Okay.
I don't know how to make it.
It's right there. Go down a little bit.
Can you see the whole thing? It's like it's split. Crystal, I'm trying to get the whole screen in there, but it's not now. So.
Well, you know what? I think we need to mute the other phone because I think it has an echo. It has a little bit of an echo. But first of all, you look gorgeous. You look absolutely gorgeous, Courtney.
Thank you. She said to mute it. We had it set up perfectly, but we hadn't entered the broadcast.
Of course. But everybody understands we're doing Zoom and StreamYard, and so we're gonna make it work.
Turn it this way. Turn it. Some more. Okay, that's good. That should be good enough, right?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Now put the TV on mute. No, put the on mute.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, put it on mute.
I don't see a mute button.
Give us a minute, guys. We're getting it work. We're getting all the steps in this out. I'll pick a back button.
I'll find the
I think that's good.
I'll trade you.
Technical difficulties. Here we go.
It's still not on mute. I'll do it. I got it. Ready.
They have learned already how to do the husband and wife dynamic. You see how the wife is like, hey, I need you to do this. The husband's like, I'm not it. The wife's like, I'll just do it myself. Say yes to the dress. So I have some rules for today. If you're watching with us, I want you to watch with a pure heart. I want you to watch with a heart that is not tainted, has not been hurt. I want you to watch with a pure heart and think about how you used to feel when you thought about marriage before you realized that maybe one of your marriages didn't work, or maybe you got hurt in a relationship. But let all that go. Let's just watch with Courtney and Terrence and just celebrate and enjoy love. I know this process of like picking out a wedding dress and all this. Some women look forward to this. Other women think that it may be too late for them. But I believe it's never too late. It's never too late to find love. It's never too late to have your dreams. So we're going to watch with an open heart. We're going to rejoice in their love story. And I want everybody out there to know that their love story can also happen for you. Absolutely can. You just have to believe. You just have to believe in love, right? So we're joining here. We've got the beautiful couple kind of getting set up. There we go.
Okay, it's saying that it's set up and you can add it.
There we go. Now we've got.
You want me to scoot it over a little bit? I'll scoot it a little bit. Which way?
To the left.
This way?
The right. Go to the right. Go to the right. Right there. You can come a little bit closer.
I'm not touching it. I'm not coming. That's as close as
Good. No, I think it's good. I think it's good because what we want, I just want people, we want to be able to watch, and you guys can kind of tell us what's happening during the process. But I was saying, Courtney, before you got on, like, I think this is really cool because you had the big fancy wedding that everybody dreams of, right? So talk a little bit about, had you given up on like that big dream of getting the big dress, the fancy dress, and doing that whole, the theater of the wedding that most people dream about? And then I think somewhere along the way, women start to kind of let go of that. Were you still excited about that process?
I was super excited about it. Turn the mute off on the TV. I was super excited about it. You know, like I always thought, I knew whenever I got married, I wanted to have a destination wedding. I wanted to get married on the beach. I always wanted my wedding to be like our wedding, meaning me, my husband, and our guests. You know, I wanted it to be like an experience for everybody. And growing up, I was in love with Coming to America. That was like one of my favorite movies. And so, you know, in the beginning where you got the African dancers.
Yeah, mine too.
So I was always like, I want African dancers at my wedding. So that's kind of my thing. But you know what? Yeah, I had started coming to terms with the fact that that whole idea might just be that for the rest of my life, an idea that I had, or, you know, maybe I could share it with one of my friends for their weddings, because it wasn't really looking like that was going to be in my future. So yeah, I kind of had given up a little bit. I don't want to say I gave up, because there was always this like inkling of, you know, it could happen, it should happen, and it will happen. But it was like, what if it don't? So. Yeah.
Well, I think that I was saying before you got on, I think that this is an example to help other women stay hopeful, right? So we have people that are online. Hello, Brian. Hello, Gwendolyn, Kenneth, Tamara, Micah Baby, Leatrice Cantrell. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We are going to watch along and let Courtney and Terrence kind of narrate their piece of Say Yes to the Dress. What made you guys want to do the show and really share even more of, especially you, Courtney, because you've been on television before with a relationship. What made you want to share this process and actually do this on television?
Well, you know what? So growing up, I watched Say Yes to the Dress. You know, I think it's safe to say most young girls, you know, dream about their wedding day and the type of wedding dress that they will have and who their bridesmaids would be. I don't know about you, but when I was in like middle school, we used to kind of write it out, like, you know, you're right out the wedding. Right. So I grew up watching Say Yes to the Dress, and it's always been like one of my favorite shows. And when it was time for me to get a wedding dress, I was completely clueless as to the timelines of wedding dresses. So a lot of people were telling me, well, you have to, you know, get your dress like a year in advance, because you got to get the fittings, the alterations. They have to order it. It might take a few months to come in. They have to make it and then ship it. Right. So I went into like panic mode probably about July, August, because I still didn't have a dress. And so I went in August and I bought a dress, and I just kept having like, did I buy the right dress? Did I buy the right dress? Did I buy the right dress? I had the Say Yes to the Dress casting had started in like July or whatever. So I submitted to, you know, do it or whatever. I was like, I want to go to Kleinfeld. I want to check it out and do Say Yes to the Dress. Well, they didn't call. So I was just like, well, I got to get a dress. I can't wait on the show to call me. I need a dress. Right. And so I bought a dress, and I was about 90% in love with the dress that I bought. So when they did call me
for a wedding dress.
Huh?
I said that's not enough for a wedding dress. It needs to be 100% for a wedding dress.
And my mom hated the dress. That really hurt my feelings too. Because when you go wedding dress shopping, you got your mom and your sister and your family members and friends. And when your mom says about your dress, well, I mean, I don't have to wear it. It's your dress. that's not the response that you want from your mom, you know? I'm
Right,
like,
right.
so I'm like, you don't like it? I mean, it doesn't matter if I like it or not. I don't have to wear it. And I'm like, when we went wedding dress shopping for my sister, you were crying real tears. Like, and I'm getting all this, like, it's your dress. Yeah. So that day, I was just kind of like, you know what? I'm buying the dress. And I bought it. And I sure did. And what?
Say yes to
No, this say yes to the dress. This is before. I had a dress before I went on Say Yes to the Dress. Say Yes to the Dress called me in like November. They called me in like November and said, hey, we'd like to invite you to come to Kleinfield and go dress shopping. And I was like, well, I already have a dress. And they were like, well, do you want to have two dresses? And I was like, well, yeah, because my initial idea was to have like a reception dress and a ceremony dress. And so I said, I'll look. So they scheduled me for December, like 18th. It was like the end of December. My wedding is February 2nd, and we were leaving like January 30th. So it was like cutting it close. So I said, I'll go. But then the closer it came to going, I was still waiting on pieces of my other dress to come in that hadn't come in yet. Like literally, it was horrible.
Oh my God.
And so I was waiting on pieces of my other dress, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going. I'm not doing this. I'm just gonna keep the dress that I have. I'm gonna wait for the pieces. I'm gonna get them all sewn together, and I'm gonna get a dress. And then Shatava was like, no, we're going to say yes to the dress. We're going to Kleinfield.
Yay,
so I'm like, yeah, I know. And I'm like, I don't want to go. I was like, I'm just stressed out. This whole wedding planning is stressing me out. I'm like, we got flights to book. We got rooms to pay for. I'm done. I got a dress. I'm not spending any more money. I was like, done. And so when I went, I was just like, I'm not going to find a dress. I had my mind made up. I'm not going to find a dress, and this is just a waste of time. So that was my mindset going into it.
That was her mindset.
That was her mindset. Now, Terrence, let me ask you, what went into, we hear Courtney going through all these changes with the dress. What was your process like with your tux? What was your for your groomsmen and your tux? Did you have this? Did you have all this stress, or what was that process like for you, Terrence?
No, it wasn't. We didn't have that type of stress. It was different. I pretty much made a phone call and I told the guys, this is your code. This is the tux that we selected. So go get fitted. and that's it. So when one would get fitted, I would get an email from the venue, and then I'd get a text message from one of my groomsmen. So it was smooth sailing for us. I knew with Courtney when she was getting ready to go out to New York, because I know Courtney. I said she's coming back with the dress. just her mindset,
and I was like, I'm not coming back with a dress.
She said she swore it down she wouldn't come back with a dress.
But you knew that she was.
He didn't know nothing. Nobody knew anything. I wasn't coming back with nothing.
Right. That's right.
I had a dress already in Atlanta. I was waiting on pieces to arrive.
She had one. See, and that was the reason why too with her, with her mother. Her mother said, "You already got a dress. What are you doing? What are you doing? You already have a dress."
Yeah,
so.
Yeah.
A dress that she did not like.
Well, but I can understand what she's saying, because if my mom said that, I wouldn't feel comfortable either.
Right.
And when my daughter, if my daughter was getting married and I did not love the dress, I would be trying to find another option.
No, you're right. I understand. And,
I would not be okay.
And you know what? I didn't know. She swore up and down she would come back with it. So.
Now, were you worried about matching or your tuxedo looking good with her dress or any of that? Did you have any, were you concerned about that?
You know what? I tried to get a neutral color. I had no clue. I didn't know what the dress looked like. So I tried to play it safe. It just so happened the jacket that I was looking for, it just magically appeared somehow. The guy said, "Wait a minute, I got something for you. I think you'll like." And when he pulled it out, it felt like it was the right one. It was that easy.
It was that easy.
Yeah.
Was that easy?
I said, I'm good.
He literally, you know, like a month before the wedding. Like a month before the wedding. Like, okay.
What about the rest of the process? I know we're going to see your segment here in just a bit on Say Yes to the Dress, but what about the rest of the process of actually planning a wedding and not having a lot of time to do that? But I know you have friends. You had we showed some pictures earlier on social of your bridesmaids. You had some of the young ladies from the cast that you met on Ready to Love. What was the planning part of the wedding like? I know women also look forward to this, picking out the flowers, picking out the cake, and all that good stuff.
You know, the whole time that we were, I say we, but I, he said, whatever you want to do, just do it. I said, what do you think about this? If you like it, it's fine. I'm like, okay. But, yeah, it was just whatever I wanted to do. But it was fun, but it was so stressful. And I think the most stressful part about wedding planning is you take on this idea that I'm only going to do this once. So it has to be perfect. I have to do it right. Like everything has to be, just the right way. And so you make everything 20 times bigger of a deal than what it really is. Everything is just so like, what kind of flowers do I want? How do I want them to look? What arrangements do I want? And it's just like stupid details when you think about it in hindsight. Like nobody cares if you had cocktail napkins with your initials on it. Like nobody cares about this stuff. But when you're planning, it's like do or die. It's like that serious. Like I need my cocktail napkins with C&T on it, or it's just
exactly.
Yeah, it was fun though. I enjoyed it. Overall, it's stressful but fun.
How did you guys' relationship? Because I know sometimes, I guess reputation is sometimes that women get a little crazy, Terrence, around that time, just trying to make sure that everything is perfect for everybody else. How did you guys stay still connected and happy and in love with each other and not allow the stress to kind of make you kind of, be at each other's, be at odds?
I kept reminding her that we had help. I mean, she had a planner. What else did you have? A planner and someone on site that was organizing. She had two outside forces helping her that we hired. So I would remind her that they're taking care of everything. They're taking care of everything, and it did lift part of the heavy.
Right.
And I said the only thing you really have to worry about is getting your dress. And once we get there, making sure everything's in play. But it's easier said than done, because she wanted everything to be right. I did too, but and that was the reminder, but a little bit more than that. I would take my time with some things, and she would be like, you got to hurry up. And I'm a little bit more relaxed, and I would tell her, I got it. Things will be all right. And she'll be looking like, hurry up. The day's getting close. And so, and that's really about it. But she felt better after that check went in. Everything was pretty much paid for. That was done, and then there was another worry: are they gonna get it right? Are they shipping everything? And then shipping. We had material that had to get there. That was the other hurdle. Making sure that logistically nothing got stuck. So what we had done, we came up with a solution rather than shipping. We put everything in our luggage.
But some stuff didn't make it regardless.
Oh, yeah, some did make it. A couple of things did make it. I will admit, I forgot something.
Not only did you forget something, not only did he forget something, we had a shipping mishap too.
Right, we did.
So that was stressful. Well, we had a destination wedding. So it was important to me that all of the guests got like this really nice goodie bag. So we had like, we have currently, I believe this is probably what this is. we have a box of like 200 or 150 sunglasses that have our names on it, our name, Mr. and Mrs. Vincent, and the date. But none of our guests got it because we didn't get the box until the Friday that we landed in DR. The box was delivered.
That was the company we bought it from. That was their issue.
That was their mishap.
That was their mishap. She purchased this about a month prior.
A month and
gave
a half
them
prior.
Plenty of time to ship, but it never made it. When it did, it showed up a day or two after we returned.
No, it showed up while we were in DR. But unfortunately, all of our Atlanta guests were already on the plane coming when the package got there. So nobody could stop by the house and pick it up and bring it or anything. So I was trying not to let that bother me, but that was like upsetting because you
want everything to be perfect. But
and then
they didn't know sunglasses.
Yeah. Well, then I created these little wristbands that I spent a lot of time putting all this stuff in so you can put your tip and your key card and stuff. And I was excited. And we get to DR and Terrence.
That was
where's the bands?
I left that.
So I just sat there like stuffing all these little things, putting them all together. Okay.
But she still made a goodie bag. It was just missing the band and the sunglasses, but she had everything else in it.
How many people did you guys have? Because for a destination wedding, I've always thought that would be a great thing to do. But I always wonder, like, how many people does it make sense to have fly over to, it seems like that would be like a small wedding because we don't know who's all going to be available or who's going to be able to fly. So how many people did you guys invite and how many people were actually able to join you in the Dominican Republic?
About 50. Slightly over 50, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had a little bit over 50, and I think we might have invited like 70 people, maybe. And some invites were like courtesy invites because we already knew they weren't coming, but it was like,
so it's like over 50 people there. So it was a nice size.
It was
perfect.
It was, and everybody loved it.
I'm gonna ask you guys. I'm gonna start with.
What's that?
Yeah, I'm sure they did. We can't wait to see it here. But I'm gonna ask Terrence, what was your favorite part of your wedding? What is the absolute favorite part that you think about of the wedding? And then I'm gonna ask Courtney the same question.
My favorite part is seeing her walk down. I mean, she was, the priest, the minister, what he had done. He told me to turn around. And I'm like, okay, why am I turning around? He said, I don't want you seeing her right away. I want you to face the water. I'm like, okay. That was a little different. And so he said, and then when I tell you to turn around, I want you to turn while she's coming to you. And so I did. When I turned around, I was in absolute amazement. I mean, she looked incredible. I had never seen her dressed, and she looked incredible, the whole look. So her brother, she walked with her brother. It was a good moment. That was the best time for me when I seen her coming to me. I knew that we are about to be official. That's it. I was married. That's what she said at the end. I was
married now. Okay, Courtney. So what is your favorite part? I literally want to hear that. That's so beautiful. I want to hear what was your favorite moment of the wedding?
I think my favorite moment of the wedding was probably watching Terrence do his mother son dance. Mother. Yeah. The dance with his mom. I think that was probably my favorite part because I love my mother-in-law so much. She's so awesome. And I tell her all the time, thank you so much for raising my husband because you just did a great job. But I think that's the one thing that really sticks out in my mind because I was crying the whole time and she's just such a wonderful woman and she did such an amazing job and he just loves and adores his mom. And it was just beautiful, watching them just, love on each other, dancing and just having their moment. I think that was probably one of my best moments, of it. I like that a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's beautiful on both you guys' side. That's beautiful. People are definitely got some comments of people saying that you look very happy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations. This is definitely a much better fit for you than we saw before. But I think what would you say, Courtney, to people that are to women that watch shows like Ready to Love and they're discouraged and they feel like maybe they won't find their, Prince Charming. What advice would you get from this side of the coin? But remembering how you felt back when you were, back when you were before, because I know the story you actually had met before, but what advice would you give to women in that journey and being very, kind of discouraged?
I think the best advice I would give them is don't settle. Like, just don't settle. Be by yourself before you settle. Because I know too many times before Terrence, I would meet a guy and I knew in my heart, I knew in my mind that I could do better, or he wasn't what I want. Not even necessarily I could do better. He wasn't really fulfilling the things that I wanted, but he was there. So he was fulfilling that void of being alone.
Mm-hmm.
So I was settling because I guess this is better than being by myself. But at the end of the day, I was never really happy. I might have had happy moments, but more non-happy moments and happy moments. So I would just tell people to walk away. If something doesn't serve your purpose of what you want and what you're looking for, and is truly not fulfilling that need, don't be afraid to walk away, because you will never receive your blessing if you got something or somebody standing in the way of it. So don't be afraid to be by yourself. Yeah, that would be my best advice. I wasted a lot of years settling for people who I knew I didn't have a future with.
Yeah, you were just
Do you think that led you all those bad apples frogs led you to Terrence? Do you think you guys were always meant to be?
I really truly feel like he is my soulmate. And the way we met, I know it was the universe putting us together, because I wasn't supposed to be there, and I wasn't supposed to be, the way everything happened. So something in the universe definitely put us together. And I do believe that I was fortunate enough to meet my soulmate in this lifetime. I do truly, truly believe that. And I told Terrence before, I remember seeing that little meme and quote all the time that one day you will meet someone and you will understand why it never worked out with anyone else. I've seen it plenty of times, and I never felt it. I never really got it, but I understand. Like, now that I have this, I understand why I had to experience this situation, and why I had to get my heart broken this way, and why that had to happen. Because had I met him at different stages of my life, I wouldn't have known what to do with him. I wouldn't have. I wouldn't be sitting here happily married, living my best life. I'd be, I wouldn't know how to handle him. And I think everything that led up to him, when I did meet him, it gave me a deeper appreciation for his love and the way he loves and the way he is. And it's like, it was just refreshing. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I just been thirsty for this, and now it's like it's getting quenched,
Yeah. Well, I will say, Terrence, when we interviewed you guys the last time on Reality Check, so many women really, really appreciated your honesty about, what made you want to marry Courtney, what made her different than the other women that you were dating. And I think just, enjoying seeing a man's perspective once he's in love. There was a lot of feedback on that interview. Do you have any advice for men? Because I think men we definitely don't see them in forums like this talking about, heartbreak. But do you have any advice for men that may be thinking that maybe they won't find, a woman to spend the rest of their life with, or maybe they won't find someone that will truly love them and, be a part of them? We see the head, oh, there we go. There we go. We're up next. So can you give some quick advice before we get ready to dive into?
Be honest with yourself and make sure you're ready, and make sure you can take care of yourself. I think a lot of men, they prematurely jump into things and mentally they're not ready for. Because we too have to experience life. We too have to unpack what we've experienced. And in order to share yourself with someone, you have to be honest with yourself first, right? To understand yourself and then that person, because you want to make that woman feel safe. It's just the way that it is. You have to make her feel safe. Know that if the shit go bad, excuse my language, that man is there for you. If there's the worry there, that part of it is gone. I mean, in life, we're going to face challenges. We're going to face bottlenecks. That's a given. But you have to make sure you got somebody in your corner and that they're not going to abandon you. So you have to make sure you're ready for that. And that's, when you know that, then I would say you're probably ready for that person or that one. If I had not been ready, if I couldn't take care of myself, I wouldn't have this woman with me, because it's important that I can support myself. It's important that I can make sure that I'm safe, and therefore she'll feel safe because she see that confidence coming off me, glowing on her.
Wow, that's big. That's big. I think, and I don't know if a lot of men get that women, we need to feel safe. That's like our first thing. And a lot of men think it's like, oh, she's just a gold digger, but it's not that. It's just that women are built that we're like, nurturers, and it's like, I can't really do what I need to do, what I'm designed to do, if there's not a safe place for that. If there's not, I can't feel comfortable and feel like I'm okay. You have me. So that was great to hear from a man's perspective.
Right.
That what that is.
It is, and a lot of that starts with mental. I mean, you have to be able to make sure she's mentally safe before physically being safe.
Right.
Because you can have all the physical attributes, money, cars, whatever and whatnot. But if you're not making sure she's okay up there, all that stuff goes out the window. But when all that ties together and marries perfectly, more than likely, you should be able to weather whatever storm that comes your way. So that's where we're at right now. We're in a good space mentally and physically.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love how you're looking at him as he says it, Courtney. So we see the show is getting ready to start with your segment. Talk to us about the girlfriend that you took with you. I know you have Shatava, who actually designs clothing, which is that would be awesome to have a homegirl that is fashion designer. That's really cool. But talk about who was the girl tribe that you took with you to be a part of this journey with you.
Well, I took Shatava, of course, because she's the fashion guru. So I wanted all of, her expertise there. I invited my friend Charity to come. Charity is a fitness coach in New York. Actually, she's a celebrity fitness coach because she does all the stuff with famous people. But she has an incredible story herself. She was like 300 pounds at one point, and she lost like a lot of weight, and she's very, very inspiring. But Charity lives in New York. So I asked Charity, hey girl, can you come out and, hang out with us and go on the show, by the way? So she was like, yeah. And then of course, I had to bring my mom because, it was important to me that, we get a mom approved something. And then I brought my friend Sina. I met Sina about 5 years ago in Atlanta, and we were actually roommates briefly at one point too. And so we've just been really good friends. And I took Sina with me, and I brought Sina because she's that friend that's like brutally honest to where it hurts sometimes. Yeah. You're like, well, dang, you didn't have to, say it like that, but okay.
Right.
So I brought her with me this time because last time when I went dress shopping the first time, everybody loved it except for my mom. But then when I started having my doubts, then everybody else's true feelings started coming out. Like, well, I didn't want to say nothing because you seemed happy, but it didn't really. How y'all gonna let me leave with this dress and y'all all are secretly feeling this way?
So you need that truthful friend that's gonna be like, oh, girl.
Yeah, so I said I'm bringing Sina this time because Sina will tell me, no, it look like this, do this, no. So I said, you coming this time. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. I like that. I think it's really important to have girlfriends that are truly happy for you and truly are supportive, and to them to be a part of it. Because you know what a lot of people don't realize is that takes it's a lot on a woman. You're planning all this stuff, and that sister support gives you something different than you get from your, you know, your man. You need all of it. I don't think that we are whole without having that entire, you know, that entire village, our entire village. Yes, it's great to have your love, but you also need your sisters, your friends, your family around you, you know, to support, support. So what can we expect? I know they are taking they are taking other they're taking a while to get to your segment, but what can we expect?
Like 2 commercials, 1 or 2 commercials in before
it gets come on. Come on with the one that we want to
save the best for last, right?
Yes. Save the best for last.
Definitely saving the best for last. Definitely saving the best for last. Some of the comments are saying that you were a favorite on Ready to Love, and I think this is just, it's so great to see as part 2. You know that everybody's situation turns out different. Everybody's journey is different, but you know, you found love and are extremely happy. You found the right one off the show, but you were able to use the show to probably help you grow and learn, and you know, learn about yourself and get you ready for Mr. Terrence there.
That's right.
So what was the process? What was the process of Say Yes to the Dress? So I know that is, I like you grew up watching it. I actually had a client. I had a couple of clients go on the show years and years and years ago. Years and years and years ago. I had a client that did the show, and then one we did her wedding in Essence, and pictures on essence.com. It's just, weddings are just one of the most beautiful occasions to gather. I really don't think there's a better occasion to gather as a family, probably besides a new baby coming, but still a wedding is different because it allows everybody to come, everybody to really enjoy the day and to celebrate. But it's really also about, you know, family and friends, you know, mixing. So how did this show work in that process for you?
Well, you know, are you asking about the casting process or just the show in general for
Just the show, yeah, not the casting process, just the show, yeah.
In general, we had a whole entire weekend, so they only, you know, you don't get to see the whole entire weekend. So yeah, I actually talked to one of my wedding guests today because she had actually watched the show. I guess it came on early this morning where she lived, so she had seen the show. And so she called me and was like, girl, I seen the show and this and that. And I was like, okay. And she was like, Courtney, she was like, you know, it was nice, but you had to be there. She was like, your wedding was everything. She was like, that was the best trip that I ever had in my life. She said the group of people, she said all of your friends were so welcoming and inviting, and the vibes were all positive energy. She was like, it was just, she's like, I never had a vacation like that where everybody was just good vibes and good energy the whole weekend. Nice. She was like, they were strangers and your friends embraced me as if I was their friends. Nice. You know, she was just like, your wedding was everything. She said that I went to your wedding and I wanted 20. I was like, 2020 is going to be my year. She says, I was pumped. I was like, I'm going to go out here and live my best life. And she was like, it was just so carefree and loving. And it was just genuine. And she was just gushing on and on. And, you know, a lot of our guests said the same thing. Like a lot of them said things to the effect of, I've never in my life experienced anything like this. Or
it was something that they needed, you know, a trip that was warranted.
Nice.
Yeah. And they were all like, this is the best wedding I've ever been to, you know, like this is crazy. And so that felt good because when I was planning the wedding, that's the vibe that I wanted. Like I said, it was us getting married, but it was all of our wedding. You know what I mean? I wanted it to be everybody who's here celebration, which is you know, I always wanted the destination wedding because I didn't want a church or a reception hall full of 300 people that are literally just there gossiping about what I got on and what he got on and who he looked at and what this bridesmaid did.
I'll tell you
That's
what.
cool.
What did my brother say?
Your brother said it was a production.
It sounds like a production, but a production of love. But you know, you're right. I have a girlfriend, Courtney, and I want to get both you guys' opinion on this. She said, I don't want people at my wedding that don't, number one, really believe in love. And then number two, aren't genuinely happy for us, are only coming because they want to talk about what I had on, what my dress looked like, you know, who all was there, if there were, you know, people of influence or of note there. What do you think? How did you guys go about picking those 50 guests? Because even though that sounds like a lot of people to fly, I'm sure you guys have, you know, many more people that are in your life. What went into the people that you selected to be a part of it?
She was vetting. I mean, she did more vetting than anyone. I mean, I remember being out of town. I'm not going to name any names, but you know, someone walked up and said, "You know what? I'm bringing a guest." And the first thing Courtney said, "Well, who is this guest? How do I know this guest? I've never met this guest. Okay, I think I remember the guest, but I don't think this person can come." And the person was slightly offended, so he didn't show up. He didn't book or anything. But it was the truth, because you want folks there who are genuinely happy for you, and we wanted to make sure that we had the right people there who would celebrate with us. And so we picked the right people to celebrate with us.
Nice. I think that's important. Absolutely important.
Very important.
It was. I mean, you know, of course, our immediate family, you know, and so our immediate family, and then my bridesmaids, his groomsmen, and then our close friends. But I was very, like, it was important to me that I knew who was coming into our space.
That's right.
So what he's talking about, my friend wanted to bring some young lady with him, and I didn't know her, and I'm like, I don't know her, and
that's right.
You know, like, no, I don't, you know, and it wasn't like it was his girlfriend or his significant other. It was just a friend. And she might be the best friend to you in the world, but I don't know this chick. And I will kill you. We bring some bad vibes to this wedding. I don't work so hard to
Right. So I know that's fair.
I didn't want anybody there looking at me like, who does she think she is, or what this. No, I just wanted people that were there like, I love who she is. I love who she thinks she is. I love who she is. I love who she's becoming. I wanted people like that there.
And just to give you an example, Crystal, I had I'm real careful what I call friend, you know, and I have a lot of people I call friend, but I have those who are really close to me. And a guy that I know, he called me up and said, "You got married. I heard you were married. You didn't invite me." He said, "I would have shown up." I said, "I don't talk to you every day. I don't, you know, the last time I talked with you was 6-7 months ago." You know, so we were really careful with who we invited.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good lesson. That's a good lesson for people, because I think that energy affects. You need marriage is hard, and you need every possible positive, you know, you need all the positive energy possible, nothing negative, especially something like that.
Because when you grow, when you grow and you know, you get older, you grow, you meet new friends, you know, you got new chapters that open up. So things in the past, you leave in the past. So I have people that are new in my life where I'm like, okay, you know what, where we're at right now, this is who we need to be around. And that's the same thing Courtney incorporated. So that made sense to us, and it worked out better.
Yeah, and I had some people, you know, like I met Shatava and I met Stormy on the set of Ready to Love. So I've not known them, you know, more than a few years. Right. And I had some friends that were like, "Well, you've known me for 20 years or 15 years. Why didn't you ask me to be a bridesmaid?" And I'm like, well, I had a different experience with these ladies. For the last few years, they've been in my life. They've been supporting me. They've been my friends. We've gone through things together. When I was at my lowest point, when my torn Achilles tendon, they were coming to my house, packing me up, driving me on road trips, taking me to the grocery store, sitting with me. You know, they were my friends. And the same period of time that I was going through at my absolute lowest, I hadn't even talked to you. I've known you since I was 17, 18, but I've not talk to you.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not about who I've known the longest. It's about who has proven to be there.
Right.
And those girls love me. Like, I know those girls love me, and I love them. And I'm like, those are my sisters. And I might have met them on a dating show, and I might not have found romantic love, but I found sisterly love. And those are my sisters.
That's right.
And we're in this entertainment industry. And one thing that I do love with Stormy and Shatava both is it's never been any type of, well, I don't want you to get this opportunity because it's for me. Or I don't want you to know about this because you're going to be competition for me. We don't play those games. It's like, here, you need this, take it. Here's this opportunity, here's that opportunity. Go for it, girl, sis, I'm rooting you up. I don't get it, you get it. Like, let's go. And I trust them just because I've been in situations where I've deemed them to be trustworthy. And that's a lot to somebody like me. I have to trust you to have you in my life like that. So I got a lot of slack about that from some people. Is it stuck?
I think so.
Okay. I was like, Crystal's face ain't move.
We'll wait for it to come back on.
Okay. I don't know if can you hear us? I don't know how to do. I wonder what happened. It's still going on.
It is. You got your phone?
I got the other phone, but no. Okay, it's doing something.
Yeah, she's resetting it.
Okay. What do you think about the dress she has on?
Oh, that's the naked dress. That's the naked dress.
Oh, my internet.
Okay.
Okay, you're good.
I was just talking and you had the same face. I was like, she gonna say something.
That naked dress is it is
revealing.
Yeah. That is. That
I
is
will
a
tell
lot.
you, those people that be standing by watching you, they are a trip. They are.
I wanted to ask you guys, did you guys have Courtney, did you have a bachelorette party, and did you have a bachelor party, Karen?
We had we were supposed to have a get together, a manly and womanly get together at the resort, and we did. So the girls had gone off, and they had a celebration, and at a restaurant, like a sports bar or whatever, and then we had a celebration back at our room. So
a celebration. Yeah. Celebration.
Yeah, the ladies and I went out to this like little disco bar, like a hibachi extreme kind of effect bar, to eat dinner, and then afterwards we decided we were going to go crash their party. They kicked us out of our room. I don't know if you saw our room, Crystal, but our room was like an apartment suite. It was huge.
Right.
It was 3 indoor pools and everything. It was
my God.
a private little island. It was everything. So we got kicked out of the room and were forced to go to the restaurant.
Oh my God.
We come back to the room because after we have our fun, we're like, okay, they've had enough fun. We're breaking it up now.
Right.
We come back to the room. All I'm going to say is I opened up the door. It was some scantily clad dressed women holding some candlesticks.
They were belly dancers.
What kind of celebration is this, Karen?
That was a belly dancers. It's just belly dancers.
When I opened the door, the girl had one of those old school Hanukkah candlesticks. It was like the old school Hanukkah one. She was like,
they were belly dancers. That's all.
Yeah. That's so funny. He said, "Oh, we had a celebration at." Okay. All right. Here we go.
All right. Close enough for my face. Sorry.
So Courtney, I'm gonna let you just narrate us through what we're seeing here. You guys, we are If you're just tuning in, thank you so much for joining. We are celebrating love. We're celebrating Black love. We say yes to the dress, and Courtney and Terrence. Now, Courtney, you may remember from OWN's Ready to Love. She went on a dating show, met a couple of clowns, but love was awaiting her. She met her Prince Charming and Terrence, and they are back here to show us their version of Say Yes to the Dress.
Did you see the original dress?
Is that that's the original? No, I didn't see the original dress.
That was the original dress.
Oh, that was the original. Okay. Let's pay attention here.
That was the original dress. I don't know if they're gonna show it again. Okay, so we're walking in. I immediately go to the most expensive dress in the entire Kleinfields, of course.
Of course, I would definitely.
I love this. They were like, yeah, it's like $33,000. I was like, no, never mind.
Get back. Who is this guy? I like him.
Randy? Yes.
I like him.
That's Cena. That's the brutally honest friend.
Okay.
That's Shatava. You all know Shatava.
I bought a dress that my mother doesn't like. Yes. Your mother? Yes. Okay.
And that's Mom.
I'm
Charity.
Good supportive friend. Okay. I like the dress. I'm Shatava. Beautiful name, Shatava. Okay, so what's everyone's thoughts on the dress? You like the dress. What do you think, Mom? I like the ball gown. It is a ball gown. My mom's not.
That's it.
But I want to get everyone's opinion because I liked it and I bought it. I went to pick the dress up, tried it on.
See, that's the dress.
I like it. It looks like a princess. I'm all into the princess dresses.
Your mom and your bridesmaids that love your dress. But I kind of understand where they're coming from. I kind of did a build your own dress. It's not a custom dress, but I added like a skirt, belt, straps. What I bought in Atlanta was a beautiful mermaid dress. And the idea was I would add these skirts with the tulle and the halter straps for the ceremony. And then I would remove the skirt for the reception. So it was going to be like two dresses in one. But right now it's kind of a disastrous nightmare. And
That's interesting that you wanted to make a dress, that you want to create your own dress. You're going to take one and add on to it and make a whole other dress. Okay.
I would say bury it under the seat and then step on it and roll over it. That's what I'm willing to go up to possibly 5. And I have to let you know that I'm getting married in like a month and like 4 days. You know that my choices are limited. Very aware of that. But I do like the detachable skirt thing. So
The detachable skirt. Wow.
I'm your consultant. And I think that's I think Randy's gonna have a whole struggle on his hand.
Listen, what he has is gotta find a dress. I mean, he definitely has experience with working with so.
He's fly.
Gotta love Shatava.
She's a hot mess. She was really sweet. Everybody there was so incredibly nice. It was a good experience.
That's good. That's good.
They were very nice. I had a red stamp. Means problem.
Oh, wow. Now, what can you? I'm going to ask you to give some advice for women that are going to be looking to buy wedding dresses. Hopefully, we'll be able to go outside and people can actually have weddings again. Hopefully, hopefully that will be the case.
Terrence is the most compassionate, patient man. So level-headed. He's so understanding. He's just, I couldn't have asked for a better guy.
She's touching my butt in Paris.
Of course, as a black man, he's going to do it.
Right, Lisa, in 4 weeks, we can't order a dress. She's not a sample size and a $3,000 budget.
Not a sample size.
I know exactly what she wants. But to get it in a month, and to get that big overskirt she wants, we're back in there and so
nothing. Just when I don't think it's the right size.
No.
Yeah, this is a terrifying situation. It's not good.
Terrifying situation. Oh my God.
My wedding dress experience.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that was interesting.
you know what? You know what I don't like about those shops though. The European sizes are not kind
Yeah.
to African American body shapes.
Yeah.
Like, so when he's like, "Oh, it's not a sample size," like, who is a sample size besides like who is a sample size?
Right.
I mean, Papa, we need to create some wedding dresses. Jeez, we need a black.
You know, and I told her to make my dress. She was too busy.
But we need a black wedding dress boutique because I remember when I got married years ago. I was 20 years old, and the dress the size of the dress, the European sizes are very, very tricky. They're very tricky. So I'm just gonna put that out in the atmosphere. All you amazingly talented seamstresses out there, we need a black-owned bridal boutique.
Yeah.
Because Black love is booming, and there's going to be lots of weddings, and families are going to be celebrating. So we definitely need. No one wants to go in there and hear that you're not a sample size. No one wants
Yeah.
It's no sample sizes.
I mean, I knew that though, so going into it.
I know. I'm just saying you should have to hear that.
With the whole thing with my dress, the one that I originally got,
Mm-hmm.
I had liked the dress, but it was I was gonna build it, right? I remember I bought the skirt, I bought the straps, I bought the belt. I just had everything,
I've never heard that before, Courtney. I've never heard that before.
Well, it kind of backfired on me because I ordered the dress in August, but all the pieces kept taking long to get in. So it was like I would get this piece in September, this piece in October, this piece in
were they
November.
pieces from the same designer?
No.
Oh,
they were just random pieces that I put together. So I had the dress, and then I was like, I like this skirt, but I need two of them because it's not as full as I need it to be. And then I'm gonna have to put tulle under the two of them. And then I like this belt with this skirt, and then I like these straps to go here. So it was like I literally, and everything that I liked, they had to order. So it was like, well, we don't have this in the store, we don't have that in the store, so we'll order. The only thing that they had that I could take home that day was the dress.
Right.
So I took the dress home that day, and everything else was being shipped piece by piece. So every month I was getting a piece. And so, I'm trying to lose weight. So I'm holding off on getting my dress, altered because, I want to try to drop, some weight before the wedding.
Yeah.
But I'm still waiting on the other pieces to come in. So I don't really even know what my dress is going to look like once it's all together. I may not even like it,
Ladies, I don't think that's a good plan. Because what if Say Yes for the Dress did not come? What would have happened? So don't piece together the dress. She's creative.
That's right.
And Randy made so much sense because he said, if you had to do that much to the dress, maybe it wasn't the dress.
It wasn't. Randy's right. Randy's right.
So, I thought I was a dress designer at one point. And
right.
So I was going to.
Right.
I was going to design my dress, and I was going to have all the sequins and the beading that I wanted added to it. And
oh my God.
It was a whole hot mess. It was.
Well, I'm so glad that this came through for you. I'm so glad. We're just so glad to Say Yes to the Dress. They have got to put you guys back on here. What is happening?
It's here. They're talking about my dress.
Okay. They're talking. Okay. All right. We're back in.
100%.
Courtney already has a dress that she customized. It's a 2-in-1 mermaid ball gown, but
That she customized.
He's so nice. She customized.
We're gonna find one dress that has an overskirt like she wants. So I think we find her a ball gown. But please,
Like something dramatic to start the night and then something sexy to end the night.
I concur.
So I am waiting for Zoe and Brandy to find your dress. I don't know what's taking so long.
Mario.
It's rough.
Really rough. We have a bride who wants a dress in, we have to, today, time dress. She's getting married in 4 weeks. Okay. So we can't order anything. She's really looking for 2 dresses. She wants something fitted and sexy and wow, over the top, and a big ball gown. So we're thinking,
Great, fitted and sexy and all that.
let's go.
He says like fitted and sexy and all.
It would be so stressful. I would have never believed it.
I'm like, I need some chapstick. I was going through it.
We need something in the right size and just over the top. And I think it really can't be over 4:45. That I think is. Ooh. And there's sparkler underneath as well. Okay. We're gonna take anything we can at this point.
It's in the back.
Oh. Oh.
What's the size of the blanket?
I'll take it out.
You see that sale tag on that dress? We're gonna talk about that too.
Uh-oh, I want to know, because I'm like, that was pretty from
I'll
what
tell you, the universe.
I'm like, that looked nice there.
Very nice. Those are dresses that are cancellations the brides haven't picked up. Let's hope that she does.
Wow.
Because if not, I don't know where else to look.
Oh, she's coming. Oh, she's coming. Okay.
Oh,
Wait to hear it. Mom, I'm thinking about this one. Because
Okay, so on this dress, what we were thinking is we kind of have that sexy shape with the long gown bottom. Kind of gives you kind of both.
oh man, okay.
yes to the snatched body though, ma'am. Yes. Yes. You look amazing.
Thank you.
Well, we could do straps.
Okay.
And if it has the right infrastructure.
Okay, that's
You
right.
want to add something to that?
It's not you.
Look at Cena. It's not you. She's so mean about it. She gonna laugh. It's not you.
I think it was absolutely gorgeous. It fit like a glove, but I didn't like it better than the dress that I had already purchased.
Okay, we have more dresses to try out.
That looked good on you though, but I get it. It wasn't your wedding dress, but it did. You did.
You
look-
know why I put that dress on? Because my mom didn't like a dress that looked like that before, but I thought she was hating. So I said, let's try it and see if she says differently. Because this is kind of ball gown-esque. But she still didn't like it. So she was okay. She was being real. Yeah.
Some sort of like feelings. Do you like it?
Yeah. So hit me in on it. So,
All right, flip back to the other folks.
yeah. I had put that dress on because I wanted my mom to be like, oh, I love it. Because I'm like, this is the dress that you said you didn't like before. But she didn't fall for it. She
Didn't fall for it. She was being honest. I don't think that a mother is probably going to be able to not be honest when they see their daughter in a wedding dress. You're gonna,
Yeah, that's true. And
Yeah.
you know, I like when I came in, I mean, you heard what he said. I was getting married in literally 4 weeks, a
Yeah.
month and 4 days.
Yeah.
I needed, I needed a larger size dress because I'm not a sample size.
Right.
And I had very specifications. Like my dress had to be ball gown-esque but sexy. I really wanted a 2-in-1, with a removable skirt, a
Yeah.
3-in-1, 2, 3, whatever it was. So I came in and it had to have bling. That was my other big thing. It had to have like lots of bling on it.
Okay.
And I just, all that in 4 weeks and 4 days, and I need to go home with the dress today. I can't order it. I need it right now.
Ready to go.
Ready to
You
go.
don't have time for that. Yeah. and you managed to, and they managed to find that, right? The kismet, the stars aligned. And
The
they
universe loves me.
It worked out. It worked out well.
The universe loves me. Not only did I manage to find it. Well, not I, because I didn't do anything. I just sat there. But Randy and Zoe managed to find it. It was on sale.
See that? Yeah. But I like that. I like that affirmation. I've been really doing affirmations every morning. And I'm going to add that one to it. Like the universe loves me. Like the universe,
Yes.
Yes.
I received that. The universe loves me. That's a great one. Yeah. If we expect amazing things to happen, then they absolutely will.
That's right.
You know what I kept thinking was gonna happen? I was like, they're gonna bring me a dress. I'm gonna fall in love with it. It's gonna be so amazing.
Yeah.
And it's gonna cost like $15,000.
Right.
And I'm gonna walk away, and then all I'm gonna think about is that dress that I wasn't willing to pay that kind of money for, and be like, dang, no other dress is gonna do.
Right. Now,
Did
you guys have a wedding budget that you said, okay, we're gonna stay within this amount of money, and we're not gonna go?
You want to know how our wedding budget conversation went?
Go ahead and tell them. That's fine.
Terrence, what's our budget? It's whatever you want.
I said, just plan it.
Just plan it. Terrence, give me a budget so I know what to plan. Just whatever
Just
you
plan
want. There is no budget. I'll let you know when you're reaching the budget. I said, Terrence, just give me a number.
I didn't have a number. I really didn't have a number. I just said, if you start, you give me something to play with. I don't know what to play with. Just start.
I was like, I need you to give me a budget. He was like, just plan your wedding, and if it gets to be too much, I'll tell you.
I'm going to say that right now. The universe loves me, and my Prince Charming is going to tell me, my groom is going to tell me, Crystal, don't just plan it. Just plan it. I want those exact words, Terrence. I want those words. He's going to say, just plan it, and don't worry about the money. And I'm going to say, I received that.
That's right. There you go.
But see, the thing with me, anybody who knows me, I am super not super, but I'm frugalish.
Right. I'm glad you said that. Right.
And I was that girl who always said, like, when I get married, I'm not paying no thousands of dollars for a dress I'm only gonna wear one time. That's just crazy.
Right. But it's still nice it's still good because I'm not frivolous with money, but it is, again, going back to what he said earlier, for a man to say, babe, I just do it, that takes the stress off of you, and that's a great thing. And then especially if you have a woman that's not going to take advantage of that. Now, some women, you can't say that. Right. Don't say that to every woman.
No, you can't.
No, I have some girlfriends who do not give them a limit.
She's a good buster. I did trust her. I did trust her with that. So
yeah, that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Yeah, I did a lot of stuff DIY type too.
Obviously, you're a DIY the wedding dress, Courtney. He tried to DIY I'm gonna take this skirt and put it.
That's it.
I've never heard somebody.
That's her. She'll do it. I know how she shops, so that's why I said just plan it, because
let's just put it together.
She'll trim it out and everything. So
yeah. Oh my God.
That's just what I do.
Yeah.
Well, I know we've gone over a little bit on here. We gotta be off here because you guys have an after party that you're getting ready to do. So
we gotta finish the show, Crystal. We can't leave until the show.
Strictly for the promo, we are gonna finish the show, sir.
Yeah, I thought the show was only an hour. Is it longer than an hour?
I don't know. It looks like it looks like it is. But that's fine. I need to see the finished product.
That might have been Ernest calling you. See if that was Ernest calling you. Yeah, because we're here. I want to finish the show.
I do too. I want to be done.
We have to finish the show.
I know. Ernest realized that the show wouldn't be over at 8:45.
We got to finish the show.
I want to see we got to see the finished product. The people that had
the show started at 7 maybe.
Denise says she has to say yes to the dress. Yes.
Call Ernest. We're calling Ernest now to see about the other thing.
Ernest is not going to be on my phone talking about she's got to go.
I kept hearing this phone ringing. I'm like, who keeps calling him?
Can you hear me?
Tell him it's not over yet.
It's not over yet.
She has to say. Denise said she has to say yes to the dress.
And Denise said that we have to stay for the end of it. So
Denise has spoken. Because we haven't even shown our wedding yet. Okay.
And you know what? They will wait for you, dog.
Yeah, they'll wait. We're not doing that.
Yeah, because they said after the show
After
anyway.
the show,
So yeah.
We're not doing that.
Yeah, we started with you guys. We're gonna finish with you guys.
There you go. I see that.
That's right.
Courtney had my back. I appreciate. I was like,
That's right.
just
All right, put it back on.
okay. So this is the second dress.
Yes.
This is pretty gorgeous.
She was so
This
sweet.
would be Courtney's dress. This has everything that she asked for. She asked for that sexy shape. She asked for that overskirt. She asked for something that's wow, lots of bling that really makes a statement. And under $3,000, and this is right around $1,200. I think we've hit the jackpot.
What if you wanted to make this poofier-ish? You would need to put some crinoline underneath. Ooh, could we do something? Is this a possibility to do it like that? To open it? Yeah.
Putting in crinoline in the inside is not that hard.
But they would have to like take some of this good stuff off to alter it, right? Or
I mean, it would be
Doing her thing.
I don't know, the cut is so pretty.
Let's show
But I do love this.
you know.
It's like a ball game.
You see her face.
What do you think? Pull your hair out the way.
She top is a hater. Get ready.
Oh, great.
How many?
Oh, that's my mom. What do you feel about this dress?
Before I walked out, I was pretty excited. I'm having like flashbacks of my last dress experience.
Not sexy at all.
And then we don't get the wow with this one. Let's pray for someone else.
Yeah.
So wait, is that the skirt that's on there? Because you keep moving it up and down.
It's the skirt.
There you go.
I had a little trick up my sleeve. I decided to, let them see it, but then give it to them.
Okay.
I knew something was there. Right? Oh, okay.
So mom gets her ball gown, and you get your sexy dress.
Okay, so that just changed.
My black underwear. Should have been naked with my Brazilian legs like the other girl.
Yes,
That's pretty though.
that was amazing.
Yeah, like this is it.
This is gorgeous.
Oh
She
my
just said,
God.
Did you see her face?
Yeah.
Did you see her face?
Did you see her face?
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
She loved it.
That's pretty.
She loved it. You could do it just right there.
I like it better like that.
That I was looking for.
And it doesn't need to be any poofier. Any poofier is gonna be
It doesn't need to be
You
poofier.
see it.
always already big enough.
The booty's already big enough.
Don't redesign the designer's dress.
She starts big. I got
This is one sexy, sassy, regal,
Ballroom.
classy, sophisticated dress. I mean, it's everything all in one.
That's a beautiful dress.
But this would be her first dress.
Do you feel like this beats the dress that you have?
Okay, so no. Oh, you
This is back and forth. You are funny.
Randy's like, I'm done with you.
Bless her heart. Oh my gosh. Bless her heart.
$15,900 Panini Tornado. Panini,
Oh my
whatever her name is. I don't even know how to say her name.
So that was the cost of that dress?
Her dress that she has on
Oh,
is
that she-
$15,900.
This is
Oh, the
the
cost of my dress?
yes. That was sold, right?
The dress that I just tried on?
Oh my God.
Are you ready for the cost of it? He
How much
said
was
it. You didn't catch it?
You said 1,200, right?
$1,200.
$1,200.
How
Yeah.
much was that dress originally, Crystal?
It was like, what is it, like $20,000?
Oh no. Her dress is $15,000.
How much was the original of it without being on sale or about being left over?
$6,000.
Okay. So that's huge. That's almost $4,800 difference. So yeah, Terrence, you got a good one there.
Oh yeah, that's big difference.
Big difference. Well, my budget, I told him I wanted to do like between 3 and 5, but closer to the 3 end.
Yeah.
Because remember, I had already spent some money already prior to it. So I'm
What
like,
did you do with the other dress?
I sold the actual dress. I basically gave it away because apparently when you buy a wedding dress, you do not get hardly, I don't care if it's brand new, never been worn with tags, never been altered.
Yeah.
It's like a car. As soon as you take it out the bridal shop, it completely depreciates in value, regardless of the fact.
Yeah.
So I basically gave it away for what I sold it for. I just gave it away. And then nobody ever bought the skirt. So I still have 2 skirts. So if anybody needs a skirt with some horsehair around it, hit me up. I got you.
Did you say some horsehair around it?
That's what it's called, the horsehair little trim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I never sold those. I never sold the belt. I never sold each of the straps, which were like $400.
What?
The straps alone were $400 each.
Oh my.
Because they have like the crystals and
they're
stuff.
beaded. Jesus.
So I spent $800 just on straps.
Okay, so that in that case, you did the entire dress cost a little bit more than just the straps. That's crazy. That is hilarious. Like I got straps over here.
Think about it like that.
That was true, right? I guess
I got straps over here, and then I got the actual dress, and it's comparable. That is hilarious. Bless your heart.
That's but you know, so like what I ended up selling the other dress for pretty much covered the new dress, everything.
Yeah, because it was so reasonably priced. That dress was just waiting on you. It was just there waiting on you. And I love the fact that it was like, it is sexy and it has the wow factor, but it's also very feminine. You know what I mean? It's also very like, you know, it just the top and everything is just very feminine and celebratory of curves and all that good stuff. So.
And that's what I kept thinking about the other one, because you know when I first got it was the sweetheart neckline, but I wanted to put the straps on it because I didn't want to keep pulling it up all night.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
But I kept thinking with that dress, like it is a beautiful dress, but it was still like sexy in a way where I knew Terrence, he would like it, but not for our wedding. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you wear that for me type of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Wedding is more about celebrating your femininity, but not like, do we need to stop and go to the room now, or can we?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I felt like when you took the skirts off of the first dress,
yeah,
it was like bang, boom, pow, like you
it
know.
It was. My aunt got married in a dress like that, and she had so much trouble walking.
Yeah.
It just, you know, it was beautiful, but you lost it because she was just waddling, you know. It was skin tight. It was like the mermaid, super, super skin tight.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like when you have curves, like I got a big butt and big boobs. So even when I'm not trying to look sexual, just regular clothes sometimes look sexualized on because everything is.
Speak on it, Courtney. Speak on it. That happens.
You know.
Yes,
so it was kind of like what that dress was kind of giving me, and I kind of understood when my mom didn't like it because it's like, this is my daughter, it's her wedding day, it's too sexy.
Yeah.
You know, it's just showing too much, and I can't hide my curves. I mean, they're mine.
Right.
I could get something that kind of classes them up instead of cheapening them. You know?
Yeah. 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 It's about love and beauty as opposed to the showing off the bam. You know, you can do that later on the honeymoon. Where'd you guys go for your honeymoon?
Oh, our honeymoon got taken away by COVID.
Right.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it's postponed until.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I had this amazing honeymoon planned out for us. Right. Amazing, but It's okay though.
So what day did you guys get married?
We got married February 1st.
Oh, so yeah, so right before. At least you were able to do it before COVID because
And I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for that. Yeah, because a lot of brides, and my heart goes out to them. You know, wedding planning is no joke. It's a lot that goes into it, and you know, they're planning a year and a half, but way before that date. And so I just feel so bad for the post-COVID brides that are having to make all these adjustments. And you know, you had your mindset on having your ideal wedding, and then
my little sister, my little god sister, they had a Zoom wedding, and I hope she gets a chance to like have another celebration or something. But they got married on Zoom, and people, you know, we watched the wedding on Zoom. So okay, here we go.
But what this has is that
he's like, Randy was done with me.
like I like this one, I like the other one.
I mean, this dress, I don't know how we found a dress that had everything
It's
she
gorgeous.
asked for in the right size, available to walk out today, brand new gown for half her budget. And now she doesn't know if she likes it or not. I give up. Courtney?
I don't know. Let me just say this. With the other dress, she's having to put about 8 more pieces with it to make it a perfect dress. Yeah, I feel like with this dress, it's already nice as is. Like, you don't have to add the straps. You don't have to add the belt. The other dress, you have to add everything else to make it perfect.
And to put it together is going to be as much as this one.
Yeah. Now you all have the dress that I bought in Atlanta here. And you're telling us now at the 11th hour?
She's not telling you that we have our original dress here.
I love him. He's hilarious.
Skirts too that go with it.
Usually at the beginning of the appointment.
This has much more sparkle on it.
Yeah, it does. Let me see if I can find a sample. But yeah, my dress is here. How do I know? Because I've seen several other brides wear my dress on Facebook and other bridal groups that I'm in. I like this dress.
We're running ready.
Ready? Okay, I'm near that.
Oh my gosh. This
This is it, Courtney.
I really like it. Which one made you more? I felt that way with both
So
of
when you feel equally,
Yeah.
then don't spend money on a new dress. If you already have a dress that makes you feel the same as this one.
Oh, God, I knew this was gonna be so hard.
Let's see a veil.
Yeah, like maybe something for the.
Your magic.
I need something else.
When you put on the dress today, the final dress that we all love, you gave this look. You didn't ask for a belt. You didn't ask for the bells and whistles. You gave this look like, oh my God, this is a dress. You did not do that with the other dress.
Wow, I'm about to get emotional. Yeah.
So pretty. You did look pretty. You like it? Yes, I did.
Look at my mom smile. That's what I
She
wanted.
didn't do this when she put on that other dress. You were here for that.
Oh.
Maybe that's why there were no tears.
I did not do that with the other dress.
See?
I had to add the belt.
I'm gonna cry.
Beautiful. That's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's everything.
Like I said,
It's everything that you said you wanted.
It's beautiful.
It really is though. And on top of sexy, it's classy. It's regal. It's, you know.
What do you think? Should we ask the question, Courtney?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm a mess.
Are you saying yes to the
Yay!
Finally, right?
So, Courtney, do you plan on adding any straps, any belts, non-skirts? You do not plan on adding anything else to this dress, right?
No. The only thing with this dress, I have to get it altered to fit better.
Okay.
And I have to get the skirt made to be detachable in the way that I like.
Okay. I can live with that. But
I might do a little tool to make it bigger.
oh God, dear God.
She can help herself. She can help herself. She's not helping herself.
It was important to me that you liked my dress.
Aww.
You look so beautiful. This is so much better.
Oh, Courtney.
My dress is gorgeous. I love it.
Yes, without all the other stuff.
Yes. Without all the other stuff to say.
There you go.
Oh, that was our groom right there.
Oh, wow.
It's so beautiful. Take me back.
I knew there was something special about you. That's why I stared at you.
So I stare with you.
You are the man that I prayed for. Ladies, are you ready to see the dress?
Clearly, I used to coach basketball, right?
Wow, that's beautiful. That setup out with the water behind you guys is beautiful.
I feel like a bride. I love it. Your love is strong. Your love is powerful. And I thank God that your love is mine.
Nice jacket, Terrence.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm here for you, as I told you 2 years back. Whenever I can sing to a little song.
It's my grandma.
Jersey turned around. Oh, they got the moment.
Terrence, you are my blessing. I will cherish you and I will love you for the rest of my life.
I love you. More.
I'm gonna cry. No.
Do you promise to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him from sickness and health?
I do.
Do you promise to love her, comfort her, honor and keep her from sickness and health? I do.
I can't believe our wedding is on TV. It's crazy.
Husband and wife. Terrence, you make each your beautiful wife.
You got all, this is where he got all freaky. I'm like, dude, you don't watch it.
Get it, Terrence. Get it. Oh, look how happy you are.
I'm so excited about seeing
I love it.
you, Terrence.
And the TV doesn't know justice. It was so blingy and so shiny, like just everywhere.
She said yes to the right dress.
Look at Taya.
The African dancers.
I'm speechless. When I seen you,
Oh, that's so cool.
took off that wrap around, and then I seen the contour of your body. I said, oh my
Okay.
It's the man on stilts, girl. They're on stilts dancing like that.
Wow.
The Mardi Gras hour.
Aww.
Like belly?
Oh my gosh. Well,
All right, I got my
congratulations.
tears in for the night.
I know. Congratulations, you guys, again.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that moment with us. I hope people enjoyed watching this on a Saturday night, enjoying just seeing you guys interact together just blesses me because you guys are obviously so in love. But seeing that snippet of your wedding, that was beautiful. And thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that with us tonight.
Thank you.
Thank
you
y'all
having
for
us.
sharing that. I still like, it's just crazy, you know, like to see your wedding on Say Yes to the Dress. Like, wow. I grew up watching this show. I
That's
would have never thought this, any of this. Like, I'm telling you, that universe it's out there, boy. It's doing its thing.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, dude.
We're gonna take that. We're gonna take that affirmation and believe it for everybody. I think that your story is gonna inspire so many other people to not give up on love.
I hope so, y'all.
All right. Thank you guys. I know you guys are gonna head over to your after party. Thank you for sharing this with us. And so we'll see you guys over there.
Okay. Thanks, Crystal.
Bye guys.
Bye-bye.
Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me on a Saturday. This is Crystal with Let's Get Crystal Clear. I enjoyed that story, and I hope it inspires some people out there that have just about given up on love for themselves. You should absolutely never give up. Always, always give love a chance. And when you're tired and about to give up, give it one more try. Good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time.